Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
Hey there, I'm Ralph. I'm behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. So, we are loving summer and we are doing a lot of entertaining here at the cottage and
A fair amount of grilling.
a filler. Yes, we do, because you know what? It's hot. We don't have AC in this place. And so if we don't have to heat the stove up, why would we?
All the
right,
better.
Ralph? So, while we certainly love to grill the traditional stuff, today we thought we would do something different. We're going to make burgers, but rather than the traditional beef burgers, we're going to make chicken burgers.
Now, how does that work?
Well, basically, we're going to, chicken doesn't have the same really level of flavor on its own that beef has. So we're going to use chicken. We're going to add a few things to kind of enhance the flavor a little bit, give it a little bit more
Little kick?
personality.
Yep.
And that we're going to grill them on the grill just like we would hamburgers.
And they don't have as much fat.
They don't.
So
they
there's-
don't have.
so it's a little
they're
healthier.
leaner, it's healthier for sure, and it's just something different than your typical burger.
Yeah, just to break away from the usual.
Exactly. So look what we got over here, Ralph.
Oh.
We've got
Okay.
these are chicken thighs, and I think people know that that's one of our favorite parts of the chicken to use.
Yeah. A little more juicier, more
Now,
flavory.
these are skinless, boneless, okay? You can see they're pretty well trimmed. I have a food processor, so that's what I'm going to use
that's
to
how they
grind
become. Okay.
the chicken, okay? Now, if you have a food mill, or a food grinder, you can certainly use that, but a food processor does the job fairly well.
So it's a pound of...
A pound, that's like just a little over a pound.
Okay, and that should make 4 good-sized ones.
Yeah, we want to get 4 patties.
Right,
out of
okay,
this,
got it.
okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pulse this with the food processor until it's chopped up. So you're going to keep pulsing until you get the chicken to the right consistency, and then we'll come back and do the next step. So here we go. Here's what we ended up with. You see that?
So it just takes a little few turns and it gets ground up pretty nice.
Yep.
And you just have to push it around a little bit so that it's all getting ground more evenly.
Exactly.
But you do want a coarse kind of chop,
Coarse,
right?
yes.
A coarse grind.
Now, we're going to come over. We leave our chicken there for a minute. Let's come over here. I've got 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water here, okay? I'm going to whisk this up.
Oh, I know what you're doing. That's going to help bind the chicken.
Absolutely. So there's our binder. Okay? Now, we're going to put a few other little things in here. Ralph, here's what I've got. We've got 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese.
Oh, okay.
I've got 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. These are panko. You could use any kind.
So those are unseasoned.
I've got half of a kind of a medium or a larger onion. This could be also 1 small onion.
I gotcha.
We're going to grate it.
Oh, so it's going to get real juicy.
Yes. But what I do when I grate an onion, I always leave this part on, okay? The stem part of the onion on. That helps hold it all together, because when the plant grows, that's where it all comes
It's
from.
like nature's handle.
Exactly. Well, that way too, it won't fall apart so much when you're grating it. But grating is such a good way to get really a lot of onion flavor, because you can see what's happening.
Yeah.
It almost liquefies,
Yep.
and you get all that onion juice. So we're going to have a nice onion flavor here. So 1 small or half of a large onion, I think, will be ample. And we're just going to grate that in. The reason you don't want to chop it is because it may not you don't want hard chunks of onion in the patty. But this is soft. This is almost like pulp. Do you see that? Okay. So
That'll really flavor up the onion without
It
you
sure
biting
will.
into. I mean, flavor up the chicken patty without you biting into a chunk of onion necessarily.
Exactly. You're going to get all the onion flavor, but not the
texture.
Right. Now, what I'm also going to grate, I got a couple cloves of garlic here, and I'm just going to grate these on my microplane. You could also put this garlic through a garlic press if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, either way.
It does the same thing. It just kind of.
Yeah. Look at that. There's our garlic here. We got 2 cloves, so let me do that.
So when you use a plane like that, you don't need to take the skin off as much? Or
Well, I took the, the thin, the paperish
you did?
garlic skin
okay.
off. So I just really have the raw clove of garlic here. But
okay.
I need a spatula. I want to make sure I get all that good garlic stuff out of there. Okay.
Got,
all right.
Tennessee Henry Ford in the background.
I was going to ask who this is. I couldn't quite place the voice.
Yeah, he's famous for 16 Sons.
Oh yeah.
And a few others, but he we found this album that he's supposedly rocking out on, and it sounds pretty rocking so far.
Okay. Now I've also got
what is
got
that?
some fresh basil here
From the herb garden.
I rinsed it and just put it in a paper towel to dry it. So what we're going to do is, basil and thyme would also be really good in here if you didn't have basil. But the fresh herbs are so nice. What I'm going to do is we're
basil fans here.
We are basil fans.
Yeah, see how you roll it up and chop it all together? That gives it makes it easy to
really get into small pieces.
Right.
And then this will also really give nice, pretty, green kind of flecks. Oh boy. You can really smell that. Of course, if you don't have the fresh, yes, you can use the dry, but if you can, it's worth getting the fresh for this. Now, before I put in the Parmesan cheese and the breadcrumbs, let's put in a little salt and a little pepper. We're gonna, let me get our chicken in here.
So this, you definitely need a spatula to get it out.
Yeah, you want to get all that chicken out of your container here. And then we're going to add our
breadcrumbs and cheese.
So we got that. We got, again, 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs.
This is just one way to season up some chicken burgers. I mean, this is almost Italian with the breadcrumbs and
the basil.
I see the Parmesan and the basil.
The Parmesan, yeah.
And the basil. But looking forward to it. Those are great flavors. But yeah, of course, you could probably do variations. Maybe use more Mexican flavors. You could probably do some with some Asian flavors.
You could.
Soy,
more Mediterranean flavors if you wanted
Maybe
to.
throw some feta cheese in there and some spinach.
All right, I'm going to let that sit for a minute, but you can see where it's kind of coming together here, and we'll form it into
our patties.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've heard you say before not to over mix the meat because then it comes out kind of tough or too dense.
Exactly.
All right.
So we are making our patties here. We're hoping to get 4, and this should not be a problem. 4 nice size patties.
A little wet?
These were a little wetter than I would have liked, and part of it is because that was one juicy onion that we had in there. Put a lot of liquid in there. So here's what I did. I added a little bit more breadcrumbs, about another 1/3 of a cup, and now we're good.
So that's a good trick if you find that your hamburger or chicken burger meat is getting too wet. Just add some breadcrumbs and maybe a little more S&P.
Exactly.
Okay, so those look delicious. 4 big patties you made.
Yeah, and it just like when we make a hamburger patty, there will be they're going to shrink a little bit. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I know there's a trick with hamburger patties too to kind of indent them a little bit in the middle, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more to this guy, the first one. So
nobody feels left out.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
That's good. So now they are good. I'm gonna get my hands washed up here, and we'll come back when it's grilling time.
All right.
Okay.
Time to grill.
Time to grill. Let's see, we got the grill preheated here. Now you could do this. I actually like this grill foil, and I really like it because, frankly, it makes cleaning up a whole lot easier.
So you don't have to spray it or anything?
Nope. Okay.
Chicken burgers.
So the chicken burgers are on.
Very good.
I'm going to we got some corn soaking here. We're going to put some corn on here too. Get that going. So this will be a nice summer meal here.
There you go.
Turn that down a little bit. All right, we'll be back when we get these chickens off the grill. Look at that beautiful corn.
Yum. Burgers got a nice sear on them.
They do. They have a nice char. And so I took the burger's temperature, and it looks like we are good to go. I'm going to shut the heat off. Now, you can dress these burgers any way just like you would any other burger.
Yeah.
So we've got some nice whole wheat buns here from the bakery.
Oh, you gonna grill them? Toast them a bit?
I thought what I would do is, just maybe with the residual heat. You know what I mean, Ralph?
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Just
idea.
put them up here. Give it a few minutes, and then we'll come back, put everything together. All right, Ralph, check it out. I put a little mustard on there. We have a nice slice of Vidalia onion, and here we go.
Is it cooked well?
Wow,
Good flavor?
that's great. Very nice.
Good.
Kind of got the nice crust on the outside, but it's nice and soft on the inside. The onion,
Basil?
the basil, the garlic, good flavors.
Good.
Yeah. So here they are, summer chicken hamburgers. Look at that.
Chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers. So, you know what? A great twist on the traditional grilling out dinner. So give it a try, especially if you're a chicken person, and most people are. This is a great way to sort of do something a little different. We had a great time putting this one together, and we hope you had a great time being with
I'm
us.
showing the lights on the cottage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you know what? Thanks so much. We'll see you next time here on Cavalcade of Food.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.